Hey, so hello everybody.
Hello.
And welcome to chat around. I don't do we even have a topic, Linda? Do we have a topic?
Uh, it's about bodies and money.
Bodies and money. Suddenly it's gotten exciting. Okay, so who has any questions around bodies and money? What's happening with your bodies and what's happening with money in your world? Anyone who would like to share?
Me.
Yes. Go for it, Rani.
Okay. I have a fear with big money. Like when I'm hearing like 1 million or no, what not 1 million. 1 miliar berapa sih? 1 billion ya? 1 billion. Like my body like feels like it's too big. I cannot receive it, something like that. So the only by hearing it or only by just saw it in a billboard or something, something like that. So yeah, I think something need to be clear.
Something needs to be cleared. Do it for me because I don't know how to do it myself. So, truth is that something excitement.
Yes.
So what is that? Is your body excited about the idea of receiving billions?
Still confused between excited and afraid.
Yeah.
Like,
The energy of fear and the energy of excitement is very similar, right? Both are an adrenaline rush. With both, whether it's fear or whether it's with excitement, there is an adrenaline rush. And you tend to be much faster. Tend to be more in reaction, right? So the energy is very similar. The energy, you could very easily misidentify it. So the truth, is it fear or is it excitement?
fear. For now is fear.
Okay. So what do you fear about the money? What do you fear about
It will
receiving?
it will change me
Of course it will. Of course.
into a bad person, into a someone that recklessly or sombong. Apa sih sombong? Apa sombong ya bahasa Inggrisnya ya?
Arrogant.
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 Thank you, Mas
Thank you
Indra.
for that, Rani. That's such a huge, awareness in your world that money will change me. It'll make me arrogant. So does money have the power to change anybody?
Yes.
Okay. So when did you buy that point of view?
Well, since I was a kid, I think I saw a lot of movie, bawang merah, bawang putih, like
Yeah. You saw a lot of
yeah,
movies, you saw,
telenovela, like yeah.
yeah, and you read a lot of books where they showed how money spoilt, made people arrogant, dama, and it spoilt everyone. But this is where you want to recognize, guys, money does not change you. Money doesn't make you a mean and arrogant person. It does not change you. It makes you more of who you already are. Money doesn't have the power to change you. Money adds energy to your life, and you start to show up way more than who and what you already are. So my question to you, sweet friend, is how evil have you defined you are that has you fearing being even more evil? How much do you fear being evil? I mean, how much do you fear that, oh my God, I'm so evil, I don't want anyone to see it, I must hide it. So I mustn't receive the money, because if I receive the money, I will be even more evil and I will be more arrogant, and then I will be exposed. Everything that brought up, would you all destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, what, all 100 shots, boys, forward, spaces, creations, and beyonds. So truth, do you still fear money, or can you now be present with money?
Present.
Yeah. When you're present with money, you
Dia mau
recognize.
dengar si Chandana nggak? Free Zoom.
When you're present with money, you start to recognize that when you're present with money, you start to recognize that you can just choose to be who you be wherever you go without the fear of need, of lack, or of poverty. When you're present with money, you can actually acknowledge that what I have right now in these 10 seconds, in my cupboard, in my wallet, in my bank accounts, in my savings, in my investments, is what I'm choosing. This is the money I'm choosing, and this is the money that's showing up. And when you're present with money is when money can support you. Because when you're not present with money is when you are in judgment of money. And when you're in judgment of anything, when you're in judgment of any energy, can it support you? No, because you're not willing to receive it. So how present would you have to be with money? A lot of us find being present with money extremely intense because none of us have been taught to be present with money. You know, when you were really little, you were constantly told, go out, mom, dad have to talk about money. Or you are so small, why are you talking about money? You know, you were always told that you should not talk about money, that you should not know about money. Money must be hidden. It was almost like money was made into this horrible, evil energy while wanting it, asking for it, needing it, yet judging it as evil. So how many of you have actually created that cognitive dissonance with money, or where you're asking for money, you're needing money, your ask is to have more money. But there's also so much doubt. There's also so much fear. There's also so much confusion. There's also so much rejection with money. And that's the way you've all been hardwired with money. You've been hardwired. And not just since last. You know what hardwiring is? You know, it's like when you hardwire a certain electronic thing, and then it has to work that way only because it's been hardwired to work a certain way. So your brain has been hardwired to work like that machine would, where money is concerned.
Program, something
Yes.
like
Yes, the programming, absolutely. And you keep going there, you keep going to that unconsciously, unknowingly. So is now the time to actually be the algorithmic interrupt with all the hardwiring of the brain that's been done with money? Yes? No? I mean, you can still keep it if it's working for you. And if you're happy with what you have and you're like, no, I should not ask for more, because if I ask for more, I'll be arrogant, I'll be evil. Yeah, Rani? Would you all be willing to destroy and uncreate and interrupt and be the algorithmic interrupt? Yes?
Yes.
5. Everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, perceive, and to receive. The joy, the brilliance, the magnificence, the sexualness, the magic, the possibilities, the profitability of money that you be. Would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Good, bad, all 100 shots, boys, forward, spaces, creations, and beyonds. Let that create space in your world, my friend. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Srati says, sorry, how do I pronounce your name? Sriati. Yeah, is that right? Sriati. Hi, Sriati.
Hi, Chandana. You
Hi,
are looking so beautiful tonight. As
Oh,
always.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I think you look younger and younger every time I see you
I know.
in Zoom.
I know. I do.
I want to be like you.
What if you're already out creating, access tools, access body processes?
So far, I have done access bars, and I only attend access bar class so far, but I have done and tried. Somebody did to me facelift and body process actually, and it was really nice. Very good.
Amazing. Keep choosing, choose more, choose greater. And it's really interesting that Gary Douglas, who is the founder of Access Consciousness, he'll always say that when people start to they come to access classes and they start to swap body processes and bars, all their friends start to say, "You look younger. What are you doing? You look younger. What are you doing?" And when they take a break and they're like, "I can't attend access classes anymore, and I'm just so busy in my work because now I'm making so much money, so I don't have time for consciousness." Suddenly they start having, body aches, and they start looking older, and people are like, "Why did you stop what you were doing?"
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, the energy of the infinite possibility, the infinite wealth, the infinite living that's available for each one of us is something that you have to choose. It just doesn't happen.
Yes, that's right. I think deep inside me knows that, and because I've always wanted to do it, but for some reason, somehow, I don't do it regularly. Maybe I should. Oh my God.
Maybe you should. Maybe.
No, I should. Okay.
Start to ask questions like, what will it take to have more ease with choosing what could contribute to my body and to my future, whatever that is. Okay? Yes, my dear Starry.
Chandana,
Hello.
hello. I would like to ask you about how we can differentiate between overthinking and awareness. I often misjudging with the overthinking. So when mostly I judge myself as it is an overthinking. Can you give me clarity on that? And the things that algorithmic interrupt is hit me hard. I'll make me a goosebump. I hope we will can get the recording for this, for
Yes,
the clearing about the algorithmic interrupt.
You will, my friend. You've done the foundation, haven't you?
Yes, I've done it.
Yeah.
And still a lot. Yeah, and it's still a lot of that. I keep hearing it every day.
Yeah.
Some days, so every day different section on the foundation
That's
sphere.
amazing. Wonderful. So,
Yes.
so your question was, how do I differentiate between um, awareness and thinking, right? So, and then you went on to talking about overthinking, which I'll also talk about. But you want to look at awareness is very light. Awareness is like a whisper. It's not loud. Okay. It's not heavy. You can't hold on to awareness. You can hold on to something that's dense and heavy, like a judgment. You can talk about your judgments because it's heavy, it's dense. You can't, you cannot talk about your awareness from a space of judging it as right awareness or wrong awareness. Awareness just is. So if you have an awareness that there's going to be an earthquake, but then you go to, oh my God, I had an awareness there's going to be an earthquake. Now what should I do? You've just gone to the judgment of it. Now you will go to thinking about it. It becomes an overthinking. It comes from the need to do something with the awareness. On the other hand, when you just have an awareness and you just acknowledge the awareness, you can ask a question like, can I do something about this? Yes or no? From the space of lightness, from the space of possibilities, not from the space of the need to fix it, because now you judge the awareness as wrong. Awareness cannot be explained. Thinking can be. And you hear yourself, this, because that's a story that needs you to think. Every because is a story that will come from your thinking cap, which is the past. Awareness can be of the past, but awareness is not a judgment of the past. Awareness will always show you what is possible. It will always give you information in ways that are very subtle. It's your willingness to grasp the subtlety of the whispers that has your muscles strengthening. With thinking, your muscles weaken, your muscles of awareness weaken. The more you think, the more you justify, the more you give reasons why, the more you say how, all of that. The need to look at the how is always a hard wiring which comes from thinking, overthinking. But in awareness, just is. You to get the difference, darling? And the more you practice, the more you know.
Yes, that's one, the practice one.
Yeah.
Quite challenging. So lately I got I'm aware that is this awareness or this is overthinking? So I asked that question for myself. I practice which is it is awareness or it is overthinking. So I look for the um, light and the heavy one, but still need to practice more. That's
Yes.
the challenge.
So start to practice simply, like, make awareness a fun game. Awareness is not hard. If you're making it hard, you're going to thinking how to do it right. You're judging yourself. Okay. If it's hard, you're judging yourself. If it's easy, you are practicing. The easiest ways of practicing your awareness and strengthening your awareness muscle is to include your body. So every morning, ask your body, hey, body, what would you like to eat? Body, if we eat this, will it create greater? Yes or no? Body, if I wear this, will it create greater? Yes or no? Body, if I'm to go for a swim today, will it create greater? Yes or no? And go with the yes, no, yes, no. And you will notice that there will be a day when you just ask and you instantly have the awareness. Because awareness is instantaneous. And practice keeping your barriers down. Okay? Amazing. You're welcome. Okay, so what else, guys? Yes, my dear. Andres. No.
Okay. Hi, Chandana.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good as usual. I'll try to be good anyway. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to
Finally.
meet you too. Yes, it is indeed.
Okay. Cut to the chase. My question is, if the first question was the question from Rahna was, if I fear a lot of money. So my question is, what if the fear itself is, I fear I don't have enough money. um Maybe a little bit story from myself. Since last year, since I was laid off, I was kind of struggling with money itself. So I kind of fear I don't have lots of money. That's why I had, well, diagnosed with anxiety attack, and when it came up, my body got tense. So my question is, what if the fear itself is the fear of lack of money, and then how do maybe not get rid of it, but make a peace with my fear? Thank you.
Yeah. So what you said, what really caught my awareness here when you were talking, the energy that was really loud was anxiety.
Mhm.
That you had anxiety around
Mhm.
money. So when you have anxiety around anything, like in your case, it was anxiety around money. What was the anxiety about? Having money, not having money, losing money? What was it about?
I was maybe it's because the overthinking also. Maybe there's still belief that if I don't have money, I don't get to survive, or
That
I'm still in survival mode.
survival mode. Thank you for that. That's so huge. And you want to recognize every time that you go to angst, every time you go to anxiety, you are in the survival mode that has you coping with the situation and choosing to have a personality with it. So, when you are choosing to cope with anything is when you create a personality. Okay. And every time when you have the need to cope with something, it's because you've decided that something is bigger, stronger, more powerful than you and controls you. So what have you decided and concluded is so much bigger, more powerful, and controls you? In this case, money. That's a lie that you bought. What if it didn't control you? What if you have choice with money? And what if you choosing to not have money didn't lead to anxiety, but just led to an acknowledgement of, okay, I'm not choosing to have money. Now, how easy is it to change your choice?
Okay, so I'm sorry. Let's please continue.
No, go ahead.
Uh, in the end, it's about our choices. It's about our point of view.
Yes. It is
Ah,
your point of view. It is your points of views that you're using to make choices.
I get it. I get it.
And when your points of views are kind of clashing, like in the case of Rani, where the points of views are they're kind of clashing, it creates this confusion and this chaos, not chaos from a space of creation, but it creates this chaotic energy in your world. It creates confusion, it creates doubt, because you're looking at, where do I go? Do I go to this point of view? Do I go to this point of view? What do I choose? Where do I go? So there's almost like that confusion in your world that creates this anxiety, which doesn't allow you to make a different choice. But if you look at it, if you look at what you just spoke about, and you look at the money and the fear of not having money, the fear of that, will I even be able to survive if I don't have money? I mean, how many of you are creating money to survive? If that's your point of view and if that's your purpose with money to survive, you'll always just create enough money to survive. And if you're creating money to pay your bills, you will just create enough money to pay your bills. So what is the purpose of money for you?
Now that I think about it, I think money is just additional value to my to being my true self, I guess.
Yeah. It's just an energy that adds to your life. And what if the only purpose of money was to change people's realities around you? What if the only purpose of money was to have fun? What if the only purpose of money was to know that you're supported? None of this is survival mode. But we've created a cognitive dissonance with money because we've gone into the survival mode with money. We've gone into the survival mode with money. So when you've gone into a survival mode with money, you've already created a cognitive dissonance with money, and that has you choosing poverty with money. See, when you choose poverty with money, it's not like you choose lack of money. It's that you choose to be choiceless with money. Ask yourself, what is the purpose of money in my life? What am I creating money for? Write down top 5 things in your world. And that's how you start to get present with money. Write down, get present with, okay, what points of views do I have about money? What if money was here to support what your body is choosing? Your body is choosing yummy food, is choosing luxury, it's choosing lovely clothes. What else is your body choosing? Fabulous, luxurious holidays. What if money was just here to support those choices? Would you allow money to support you? And trust me, if you make choices to be poor and to live in lack and to live in the survival mode, money will still support you. It just won't show up. That's the way it supports you. Money will anyway support you. The question is, what are you asking it to support? Did that give you clarity, my friend?
Yeah, it gave me clarity. Thank you so much. Now I know what point of view I have to write and what I have to change. Thank you so much.
And ask your body, that body, if you enjoy money, will you create me money? Will you create more money, body? Your body has capacity to create money because your being doesn't care. Your being doesn't need money. Your body enjoys money. It enjoys what it can buy. It enjoys the energy of money. Your being just shows up way more with money than it did before. But your body enjoys what money can bring it. Okay. Amazing. What else?
Hi,
Okay.
Chandana.
Yes, my love.
I wrote in a chat room, chat box. You haven't answered that question.
I'm sorry.
Why I always feel the lack of money, no matter how much money I have made and I can make. I always lack of it.
Do you feel lack of money, or are you aware of how much more is available?
What is it?
Are do you feel the lack of money, or are you aware of how much more is available that you are not choosing?
Both.
I love the rockets, Nanta. Keep it going. I love the face, Leela. Yeah, yeah. Well, how many of you have actually decided that you have made so much money, yet you sense a lack? But is that even lack, or is that an awareness of how much more is available that you are not choosing? That if you would choose it, would allow you to have ease with it. Sonia,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, you got to ask yourself, what is this? Is this really a lack, or is this an awareness? There's a vastness to this. There's a vastness to receiving, friends. There's a vastness. It's vast like an ocean. It's vast like the sky, vast like the universe. There's a vastness to receiving. But are you willing to receive it all? Or have you already decided it's too much? Or have you already decided you'll be wrong if you receive it all? There'll be nothing left for others. Everything that is right, wrong, good, bad, but call 100 shots, boys, forward, spaces, creations, and beyonds. So once again, are you aware of the lack that you are choosing, or are you aware of the possibilities that are available that you are not choosing? And are you in judgment of that? Yes, my dear Sriyati. Go energetically. What is light?
Yeah. It's more like I feel the lack of money.
Okay. Is that
I don't know why.
Don't look for the why. A why will always take you back. A why hardens your hardwiring.
Okay.
Whenever
Right.
you ask why, you're hardening the hardwiring that's been done by you. So stop asking why. You can always ask, what am I choosing here? That, and also recognize you as an infinite being. Lack is not your reality. So is this the psychic awareness of the world that you're having? Yes or no?
Ask again, sorry.
Is this the psychic awareness of the world that you are misidentifying as yours? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. There's so much more lack in the world, right, Sriyati? And thank you for switching on your camera. There's so much more lack in the world than there is abundance in the world, because that's what people are choosing. People are choosing lack. But is there really lack in the world? Or is that a choice people are making?
Right.
Gary Douglas always says, when you don't have the money that you would like to have, with you, ask, what am I unwilling to be? That if I would be it, would have me create way more money. Money doesn't come by doing. Money comes when you choose to be. So who are you being when you're operating from the psychic awareness of the world? Are you being the world or are you being the universe? Are you?
The world and universe is two different things?
The world is this reality.
Okay.
Created by people. The universe is nature. The universe is all the galaxies.
Mm.
If I was operating with the psychic awareness, if I was operating as a psychic awareness with the universe, who would I be?
Anything.
That. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
acknowledging
you,
that.
Chandana. That's very huge. That's very big. Thank you.
Thank you, my
Thank
friend.
you. Love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Wow. Rani's, you have another question, darling. One reason I use waterfall as my background picture, I want the energy of money. It's like a waterfall and beyond. I love it. Previously, I had points of view of money like a water well. Wow. Joining How to Become Money really changed my point of view. Yeah, that. Thank you for that. I mean, what if, money grew on trees and money was like waterfall and money was like ocean and you just stepped out of your house, just plucked the leaves, the money off the trees and came home and like, oh, I'm going to buy LV bag today. I need about 30 leaves. How much fun could you have? How much fun could you have if you knew money always supported you guys? And how much fun would your bodies then have? Your body
Now,
doesn't like
now I
the,
can feel my body is so happy.
yeah, right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my love. Bodies thrive on abundance. They contract when you project at yourself that there's a need or there's lack of something. Body goes into the wrongness for asking. When you say, I don't have the money, so I can't buy it. It's a way of abusing your body, rejecting your body's asks. Instead of, okay, body, if you like that, show me. What will it take to have that? What else? What else, my friends?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about this. Okay, we ask the body. This is for our loved ones. That person. So the one who is asking is the mother, or our loved one should ask for their to have that money. Like we ask for ourselves. We create for ourselves. For our loved ones, will also create for themselves, right? Yeah, I mean, to hold the space for them.
What can I be? The question I love to ask Usha around my loved ones is, what can I be here that has them choosing the brilliance of who they be? What can I be that has them choosing the greatness of who they be? It shows up in whichever way. Could show up with more money, could show up as more ease. Who can I be? Who can I be? Oh, red hearts. Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Are we good for tonight? Great.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Sriyati. What's the question? Which one? Which one, my dear? Oh, about the family?
Can you repeat again just now? Who can I be here that has?
Their greatness show up. Or who can I be here that has their brilliance show up?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey. So, looks like it's a wind up for tonight. Yeah? Do we
Would you
wanna
like to share
Yeah,
some announcement?
please do.
Yes. Oke,
Oh,
teman-teman. Jadi Chandana akan datang ke Jakarta bulan akhir Juni, tanggal 27. Dia mau ngadain kelas foundation dan 3-day body class di tanggal 4 Juli. Jadi teman-teman kalau misalnya mau join, boleh hubungin aku, Dama, Elga, atau Dodi ya. Yay!
I'm really excited. I love Jakarta. I love Indonesia. Bali, we like to hear you. Oh, so do I. I love to hear you and I love to be here with all of you. And I'll see you all soon, my dear friends. Yeah, looking forward. All right. Thank you.
Looking forward to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Chandana.
you, lovely. Thank you. Good night. Have
Bye-bye.
a
Thank you,
Thank
Chandana.
you.
Thank you,
wonderful
thank you.
Chandana. Bye.
bye.